Today, I'm going to talk about the concept of relapsing or going backwards in sports and why it's so valuable to teach our student athletes how to view their adversity as an essential part of evolving and achieving their goals. So I was texting back and forth with a father of two daughters. Both girls had a strong 2 weeks, and he didn't want his daughters to have a mental or emotional relapse during the next two tournaments. Now, I totally get that. The girls have been doing so well recently, and Dad wants them to continue the upward trajectory while confidently performing at their best out on the soccer field. The more I thought about this, though, the more I realized that there are some powerful lessons within this story for both parents and athletes. So, the definition of relapse is the act or instance of backsliding, worsening, or subsiding. It's also defined as slipping or falling back into a former worse state. When parents view relapsing as bad, negative, and undesirable, something to get frustrated about and something to try and help their kids avoid, inevitably the child is much more likely to adopt this same perspective. The child becomes so much more likely to begin fearing the mess ups and backsliding, perhaps adopting the view that they should be perfect all the time and that they should avoid the backsliding at all costs. How realistic is this, though? Not at all, right? In my experience, relapsing or going backwards is actually an essential part of growing and accomplishing big goals. In my experience, it's almost always 3 steps forward, 1 step backward, 3 more steps forward, 1 or 2 steps back, and so on. Babies fall down all the time in the process of learning to walk, right? In the falling and the learning of the lessons, in the encouragement from parents and caretakers, and in the trying again, the baby eventually succeeds in walking. The falling, the regressing, the days when it can't figure it out, the backward steps, they're all an essential part of the journey to accomplishing the goal. Furthermore, as an athlete learns, improves, and gets to the next level, they come up against the next level of challenge. For example, from the middle school team to the high school team, from JV to varsity. The challenge and adversity and backward stepping at this higher level is now an opportunity for the athlete to upgrade their mindset, their physical skills, and their habits if they're taught to view it in this powerful way. So questions like, what is this lesson here? What is this lesson meant to teach me? How is this happening for me? How is this an opportunity for me to get better? Part of the lesson in sharing this with you is that regressing and steps backward will always be a part of your child's journey for as long as they desire to play and evolve and go after awesome goals. What if, as parents, we all begin to operate more from a model of the world where relapsing doesn't exist? Instead, my invitation to you is to consider living, leading, and parenting from a place where mess ups and backward steps are viewed as an opportunity to learn, evolve, and improve next time. Within each mistake, each back step is a learning opportunity if our children are taught to view it that way. It's so much more empowering to view the inevitable moments of adversity, the losses, the mess ups, the injuries, the backward steps, the moments of self-doubt, as being here for a helpful, positive reason, as an opportunity for the athlete to find the learning so that they can become even better, even stronger, even more confident. So, the relapsing is part of the growth process, and within each one is a lesson if children are taught to look for it and learn it and grow from it. And instead of going backwards, what if we started teaching our kids to view it as growing backwards? Oftentimes, in my experience, it's the backward steps and moments of adversity when the opportunity presents itself for us to grow the most.